Right, just people who just joining. I'm just doing a live, just on my travels, and I heard there was a national protest march, shall we say, in Wakefield. I've just caught up to the back end of it, so I thought I'd just record the back end of it and follow it for a little while, see what happens. I just want to say to people, I'm sorry about the video that got took down within 3 hours of its upload, but I can assure you it's back up again today at 5 p.m. So if you tune into the BANAMAN channel on YouTube and watch that video, because what happens in that video is a sergeant who is out of his depth. And not only do I give him the opportunity to be professional, he appears to not handle me very well, should I say. However, he did his best. Maybe he needs a bit more public liaison training or something else. Anyway, this is the protest march. I have just seen the counter demonstration and they've gone off on their march. I don't know if they're going to meet each other. So I'm just following to see what happens. There's been a bit of trouble earlier, but nothing that the police couldn't handle. Some people have been sent on their way, as they say. So, sorry about the shaky camera. It's just pulled out my pocket. I haven't got a stabilizer with me. So I'll do my best to keep it stable. So what I do believe is happening round at the cathedral in Wakefield, they will be meeting up and having some speeches. Let me just get across the road for a second, just to see how big this march is. Sorry, I can't read the comments at the moment, but hello everybody. Thank you for joining. Yesterday, was it the day before? You know, I'm losing track of time. I visited a house that got repossessed. And recently, I think it was 3 vans that turned up, security, and evicted a man. However, when I went to one house eviction, which the bailiff didn't turn up, I then went to the house where the man got evicted and the metal shutters were on the doors. And what I can say is this: the security came out the van, the dog van, and grabbed my camera. And that will be up in a few days. I don't know what's happening here. Let me just have a quick look.
Step out of the road for me, please. Step out of the road for me, Tam.
I'm waiting for my mummy.
So we're just going to follow the march now. I don't know what was happening there. I think we're just the opposition, as they say. There's quite a few YouTubers here, I believe. Other people might be live streaming in Wakefield. I've just seen White Rose. I don't know whether she's live streaming. I'm working my way to the front. By the time I get to the front, I do believe we'll be at the cathedral.
Hey, oh, that way behind.
Are they going back to the cathedral?
I think we are, yeah.
All right, thank you.
I don't really know where it's about. I think we're not too far.
They've got their own problem on there, haven't
Right, so they're crossing over up ahead. So I'll just use this, get a bit of advantage. Ah, there's Yorkshire Rose right in front with the long blonde hair. She got a camera out. So she might be live streaming. I'm getting nearer to the front. Bear with me.
This is what I mean. He's not an eye kid, he's not a bad kid. And what they're planning for his future is not
So I'm just going to do my introduction again. Welcome everybody if you've just joined. Tonight at 5 PM on the BANAMAN channel, the video that got took down temporarily after 3 hours is going to be released tonight. So if you look on BANAMAN, from 5 o'clock, you'll find a 1 hour and 14 minutes of police interaction trying to repossess a house. And I would say illegally, because the paperwork didn't add up. It's all in the video, and it's got great sound as well. And the man leading the, shall we say, resistance on that house did a really good job, in my opinion. But the police officer, the sergeant, well, I do think he was out of his depth. And it's worth noting that there were some young police officers there who were fresh out the job, and one of them didn't even know what a CAT number was. So we're back at the starting point, I believe. So let's just go and try and get an advantage point, just to see how many people turned up. There was about 100 people who turned up on the opposition. Slightly less numbers here. There might be a few more of the national flag flyers today than the opposition. But the opposition did have a good turnout, as they say. I did see Antifa in a bunch. It would be interesting to get an interview with Antifa. Masked or unmasked, it wouldn't matter to me. So let's just go up here and get a look down and see what happens. Let's see how many people turned up. Yeah, the counter demonstration was just up there where them police officers are, but they've gone on their march now. So they weren't too far away. Right, I'll try and keep this camera steady now, see what's happening. I do believe they're going to start some speeches, so what I'll do while I'm here, I'll leave the camera on, see what the speeches are all about. Hey, how you doing?
How are we doing, mate?
All good. I'm currently live.
Oh, you're currently live?
Yeah, I don't.
Is that because you've got no equipment?
I've got no equipment. I got assaulted by security the other day, and the guy, his boss, travelled all the way from Stoke to give me 30 quid. It's all on video. It's coming out. It's coming out. Right, so I'm going to capture the speeches now. I think they're a bit lower down at speakers. I'm going to get a bit nearer. This is Wakefield, for anybody who wants to know what's happening.
Awareness about the reality of violence against women. Supply survivors and strengthen the service that will protect them. Educate our communities on safety, empathy and respect. And our promise to you is we care, we won't back down, we tell you in love, united in strength. For every woman, everywhere, we are the big ladies.
So this is the numbers that turned out in Wakefield today. I'm just going to get another angle. Is the water free? Is the water free? All right. So for anybody who's joined, I do believe there's going to be some more speeches. There was a brief speech from what I believe might have been the Pink Ladies. I think that's just taking place. I don't normally cover many of these anymore, these protests. I mainly concentrate on house evictions. And just for anybody who's just joined now, if you look on YouTube, BANAMAN, at 5 o'clock tonight, a video will become public. The police officer was a bit out of his depth, so were his, I won't say subordinates, but they were beneath him, in a way. Yeah, the sergeant called the shots, and a man protecting the house from an eviction did a really good job. You've got to take your hat off to people that are caught up in these situations, because it's situations like this that are finding out warrants that are unsigned. And I'm not talking about wetting signatures. I'm talking about the signatures that don't take place on house eviction notices, where there's supposed to be a name and a signature identifying the individual. And it states that in legislation, the Electronic Communications Act, 2000, Section 7. And the fact that it states that, you have to wonder, why do they not put the names to them, the judges? And why do they not sign them? Now, I'm not talking wetting signatures, that's a different story. I'm talking about digital warrants that get printed off for these bailiffs who turn up, not only for house eviction, but also for car clamps. If you've got debt collectors coming your way, and they've got some kind of warrant, then check out the name on the warrant. And if there's no name on it, how do you know it's even legitimate? And if it's an illegitimate one, it's classed as uttering, and uttering is a criminal offence. That's passing off a document that is created for the benefit of, I don't know, say, stealing someone's properties by deception. So there might not be any speeches at the moment, but at least you've got some music. There is a way of reading the comments, but it's not showing on my screen at the moment. They do pop up when someone puts a comment on. So if anybody wants to pop a comment on now, I'll see if I can read it. Oh, comment. Comment. Thank you very much, Mr. Mr. Menza. Sorry about that. And there's another one. Where are you? Bana. Hi, Mark. Comment. Hi, mate. Good job. Yeah, I'm in Wakefield town centre. Wakefield town centre. This is a national flag day, I believe. They've been on a march. There was a counter protest just around the corner. I got here a little bit late, but it all passed off peacefully from what I can gather. There were a few people dispersed, shall we say, but I didn't see that. I just got told that from a police officer who kindly filled me in, shall we say, when I weren't recording. The thing is, I don't even look at the screen, I just point it in one direction. So I'm looking all around me because you never know when people are just going to sneak up behind and grab your camera or whatever. So if there are any comments and I've missed them, I do apologise. Yeah, everybody is in good spirits. Everybody I spoke to off camera, I must admit, off camera both sides, they've all been right with me. But it's when you pull the camera out, they seem to take offence. But not on this side, should I say. They're quite welcome with the camera because they want to get their points out. But the other side, the opposition, they just take offence at the camera, but they never take that moment, well, some do, to explain why they're there and their concerns. So it's a perfect opportunity for anybody. When the camera's in front of you, rather than put your flags in front of it, why don't you try getting your message out? You're right there, how can you counter-protest a flag? You're right. But you know what? There are some people in this country who are actually counter-protesting the flag. I've been reading some of the comments on the left side and the right side on the channels. I do try and keep in a little bit and read what's going on. As far as the left are concerned, they're saying that, oh, this is for political gain. And it's like, well, okay, that's your point of view. And then on the other side, this is Great Britain, this is England, this is Wales, this is Scotland, this is the United Kingdom. They have a right to fly their own flag in their own country. I mean, look at this gentleman here. But on these lampposts, they're being took down now by certain people. And it's probably their flag as well, in the fact that them flags represent them. But anyway, that's a controversial topic. There are a few people on the outskirts. I'm going to have a quick look over here now. There's some police gathering with people. Let's have a quick wander around. And if any speeches come on, I'll move a bit closer. Let's have a look at some of these signs, shall we? Well, that's what one sign says. Hello, you're right. Brilliant. Well, you're right there. If the flag offends people, they have choices. You can't find that offensive because that's a fair statement. But at some point, freedom of speech is getting shut down to the point where people are getting arrested for saying silly things. I remember watching a video where I think somebody called a councillor a cabbage or a cauliflower and they got arrested for it. I think everybody's turned into vegetables myself. Will I get arrested for that? Or is that a bit tongue-in-cheek? Let's just have a quick wander around here, shall we? So I do believe they've come back. Let's go and have a look at the counter-protest, see what numbers there are. Because there's nothing happening at the moment, speeches-wise. The police are making their way in that direction as well. So just bear with me with the shaky camera while we get to the counter protest. So it looks like they've drawn a line here, the flags. Let's see what's happening. So it looks like they're going to move some people on who have got the flags. We'll see what happens anyway. Are you from Canada? Are you from Canada? It says Canada on the side. Oh, it's just a question. You're all right. You carry on. Okay, no worries. I don't think he's from Canada. Oh, hello. I've been to both sides. It's actually quite peaceful, so that's quite good.
Thank you very much. Great match. Lots of numbers. We more than each of them today. We're going to talk about 200 with it. We can't have 300. So we're really happy with that today.
So this is the numbers that have turned up on this side. Hello there, you all right? Everybody's been on the march today, both sides. I don't know why the police are building up on this side, because that's Bronze Commander there. So they're just debating tactics. So this is what's happening at the moment. They're going to start moving people. So let's just stay on the people, shall we? Because this is the only police activity at the moment. It looks like there's a bit of a build-up now of police. Like I say, it's passed off peacefully from my observations. Both sides. The police are just currently smiling and joking with a conversation. So right, so I don't know what's happening here. So it looks like just moving in from the area.
Wakefield has opposition to the far right, to the Hollands behind here. The next speaker is a good friend of mine, Councillor Mohammed.
I can see a comment now. You're glad you moved away from Wakefield years ago? Well, I think you'll find that in every town and city, you'll find a lot of nice people. But obviously, the way tensions are, the cities and the towns are being divided. And it appears to be an agenda, if you ask me. I mean, just think of a bird. You got the left wing, you got the right wing, but that bird in the middle, controlling both sides, can't go anywhere unless it controls the wings. That's my analogy. So there's a little bit of... Hang on a minute, something's going on here. Let's have a look. So what they're doing, they're trying to just lower the tensions by taking people away from this area. About 10 years ago, they would actually fetch people really close up to each other. And I remember when people were throwing coins at each other. And the police were caught in the middle. I even saw a big log, I think it was in Stoke, land on a police officer's head. That was quite violent. That was when the United Against Fascism was opposing the English Defence League. Now, from my understanding, the English Defence League now is kind of disbanded. The United Against Fascism, I don't tend to see that so much now. It's more in a different format, like Stand Up to Racism. Wayne and Bennett. I used to actually video both sides, and it's surprised how many times I got assaulted from both sides just because I had a camera. But I can say this, between the left and the right seem to accept the camera and the left don't. And I just don't get why they don't use the camera to their advantage by saying why they're there, for instance. Whereas on the right, well, they engage with the camera, they don't mind. They get the message out. So I think it's time that the left stop flying the flags in front of the camera and start giving out their message. Because it doesn't even look normal, anybody holding a flag in front of a camera trying to stop cameras. However, some might say holding a camera is not normal, but matter of opinion. So you got a few YouTubers here. News Now Yorkshire there. Brian Rampage a second. I'm not sure who this gentleman is. What's your channel? What's your channel?
Oh, man with flying camera.
What, sorry?
Man with flying camera.
Man with flying camera. BANAMAN.
BANAMAN. Oh, no, you've been
Oh, really?
years and years.
Oh, is that what they say?
Yeah, I've been your videos long time.
Oh, thank you.
Hello, good to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Long time ago, still on?
Yeah, tonight on the channel BANAMAN, I'm releasing a house eviction attempt where the police are out to the depth. Yep, they're out to the depth. 5 o'clock tonight.
I've stopped seeing your things on the recommendations.
I'm censored.
I'm subscribed to you from years back, I'm sure I am.
I'm censored.
Ah, yeah?
Yeah.
Is that what's happening?
Yeah, people who have some kind of momentum with house evictions especially, because it's highlighting a lot of unlawful warrants, what appear to be...
So is that why you're pairing on that stage and out seeing your videos?
Possibly. I don't know. But the government don't want people seeing my videos, trust me.
Well, now I know you're still filming, I will look on your channel.
All right, take care. Nice to meet you. I'll look up your name when I look back later. All right, cheers. Oh, what's your channel?
I'm Jackson Media, mate.
Jackson Media, so another one from YouTube. I recognise two. Ryan Rampage second and News Now Yorkshire and these two guys. So obviously there's more around here. I mean, you could say anybody with a camera is controversial. I'm not sure. Some people got pushed down there. So let's just have a quick look from a height. Let's see if I can get a bit higher. Right, so I'd say there's slightly lesser numbers on this side. That's an interesting statement. Refugees are welcome here, and I've actually put that to the people on the both sides, left and right. And on the right, let's just mention the right here, there's a lot of people who agree refugees are welcome here. But it's missing the point of the dinghies, for instance. This is what I've been told. When many a man comes across on a dinghy, they're young, and they even claim it fighting age men. But where are the families? Now, that is something that the left don't really seem to comprehend. The right, that's quite proliferal. Is that the right word? Maybe I need to go back to dictionary school. Prolific. So yeah. One, actually, I do remember now, at Wakefield, one man from the left did explain that the reason why they send the strongest men across in the dinghies is so that when they can get asylum, they can then invite the families over because they've got a foothold. That's what a man from Wakefield said on the left. The video is actually on my channel. I can't remember which video it was in, but it was one of the Cedar Court ones at Wakefield. So I do try to get both sides. Right, so I'm just going to have a wander around the other side now, back to the other side, see if there's any speeches. All right, I'm keeping it steady. I can elbow you. Are you doing all right? Good. So for anybody who doesn't know News Now Yorkshire, that was News Now Yorkshire just passing. I don't know whether News Now Yorkshire's live streaming, but his content will go up at some point if he's not live streaming. So I've just come to see if there's any more speeches. It's music at the moment. Enough is enough, it says. It's not often we find two dog collars together. Are you the Dean?
Sorry?
Are you the Dean?
I'm the Bishop of Wakefield.
What could you say to the people watching this who are on left and right of the same bird? You know, left wing, right wing, same bird.
Yeah, so I would say that part of the problem is creating that chasm of division, but actually the extremes, whether they be the extremes of left or right, build division in order to kind of pull us to one or the other, and what we need to do is listen to one another.
I actually agree with you. Can you imagine if left and right actually started working together? Then where would the bird go then? Left and right wing.
Well, you know, there will still be different views and there'll still be different opinions. But can I ask what you're doing? Is this going anywhere else? Or
Just on social media. It's live. It's live.
On your social media?
Yeah, it's live.
Okay.
So the world is watching.
Okay, there are people watching now. So I would say, and I can only speak as a Christian because that's what I am, but actually, you know, we are of common humanity, and Jesus, who I seek to follow, would always be seeking to support the most vulnerable and be alongside the most vulnerable. And I think there are vulnerable people caught up in these debates that are always being neglected.
From a Christian point of view, what do you think Jesus would do today?
What do I think Jesus would do today? I think Jesus would want to have good conversations with everybody. Listen, say, you are loved. God loves you. But God loves those people who you find it difficult to love as well.
So even criminals.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So there is a legal system that deals with the consequence of criminal action, and the legal system is there to protect the rest of us from crime. So if somebody has committed a crime, they should serve time in prison. They should serve whatever the penalty is. But I don't think that negates God's love for them. Now, that's a really difficult thing to hang on to. But
what about usury, for instance? You know, usury, like lending money, and what's your opinion on that?
Well, it happens, doesn't it? You know, the Bible says it shouldn't happen, but it does happen. You know, and
the Bible also says to the judges, "Thou shalt not judge."
Well, it does, but it also, you know, in the Old Testament, judges were set up in order to keep order in society, and part of their role was to judge in a legal sense. So it's not quite as black and white as I was saying, that's not judged. But I think there are, you know, judgments are made.
Is there such things as Trinity?
Yes, I do.
You believe in the Trinity? Can I just say this? I'll leave you with this. There is parts in the Bible where Jesus talks to his Father. So how is that a Trinity if he's talking to... He'd be talking to himself, and he'd be a madman, wouldn't he, if he weren't a separate person or a separate entity?
So what do you believe about that?
I don't believe there's a Trinity. I believe there's God, the Almighty, the Creator. Then you've got the Son, he created the Son. And when Jesus talks to his Father, then he's not talking to himself, is he?
So I believe that Trinity is a mystery. We can't get our heads fully around it. But what it says to me is that God exists and has always existed in relationship. So there is a perfect relationship at the heart of the Godhead. So God is one. But that sense of relationship at the heart of God, Father, Son, Spirit, where they're in perfect communion and perfect love for one another. It's
Well, I want to thank you for this interaction.
That's all right.
Are you a Freemason?
no, I'm not.
Okay, thank you very much.
Not at all.
You take care.
And you.
Nice to meet you, sir. So, two people of the cloth, as they say. I don't know how much you could hear of that. You know what Jesus would say to him if he was here? Oh, he's here. And he says, oh, it's gone off the screen. Sorry, I don't know what it says. Oh, that's the trouble with these comments. They go off the screen. Right, there's another one there. Oh, it's gone off the screen again. It's because I'm not looking at the screen all the time. I'm just looking around me, just seeing if there's anything happening, see where to point the camera. Hello. So you've got some music with the video. Well, we haven't got any speeches at the moment, but you've got some music. Right, so I've just been informed by the DJ that somebody's going to do a speech after this song. Are you doing a speech?
No,
Oh, right. So, bear with me, after this song, you're going to get a speech. We'll see what that is about. Here comes your speech now.
Or down and not that way if you don't mind, guys. Thank you kindly.
It's a long song, this one. Speeches are coming. Here we go. Okay, here comes James.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for attending this afternoon in Wakefield to our support in the march around Wakefield for the Great British National Protest. I appreciate you all coming. Whose is this flag? Whose is this English flag?
It's our flag.
Whose not. Yeah. It's not the communist flag. It doesn't belong to the communists. It doesn't belong to the Islamists. It belongs to the English. Yes?
Yes!
Your ancestors, your relatives, fought, died for this flag. And for the Union flag. With blood on this soil and blood on foreign soil. That flag is ours and it will remain ours.
Yes!
The ground that you're stood on now, the soil that you're stood on, and the foundations that that cathedral is built on belongs to you. It belongs to nobody else. It belongs to us. And when this dark time passes, this dark chapter passes in our history, this English flag, this flag of St. George, will be a ring of steel around the cathedral, will be on every church, on every building across this town. This flag of St. George is ours, it's no one else's. It doesn't stand for inclusivity, it doesn't stand for diversity, it doesn't stand for tolerance. It's our flag and it denotes our sovereign nation. And it denotes who we are. Now the left try to hoodwink us, the left try and say that we're racist and that we're stupid because St. George wasn't even English. That's irrelevant. St. George was Greek and he administered parts of Turkey. What we like about St. George is his values. Courage under adversity. Strength to stand still and stand firm when it gets hard. That's who we are. That's not what the communists are. They're deceitful. And their unholy alliance with the Islamists is proven so. We are the English. We are the truth. We are the truthful. Okay. 5 times migrant watch. Controversial by design. It started the conversation. I've had the police round twice on my invitation and video interview. I've told them what my intent is and how we're going to implement 5 times migrant watch, and no offences have been disclosed. Don't worry about thinking that you might be racist on this group. You're not. You just want to get the truth out there and make people aware. When the migrants are released from the hotels, the barracks that they're housing now, and their operations scatter and dispersed into the community, the police won't be there to save you. The police ran away from the Plumber in Hare Hills. So this is why this group set up, because it's hard Englishmen like yourselves who are going to protect our children and our community. Yeah? When the machetes start flying up and down your street and the hammers start flying and the barbarians are at your door, it will be you people that save our communities. Yes. So, we've set this group up. We provide a gentle presence in and around schools, play parks and hotspots. We're there to create a hostile environment for these illegal migrant men to operate in. They're not supposed to be here, they're illegally, by default the criminals. The government's facilitating this. I know the migrants are being used as tools for whatever agenda the WEF has got, whatever the globalist capitalists have got. However, these illegal migrant men come with their inherent dangers. Their values and cultures don't align with ours. And on that basis, if we have to meet violence with violence to preserve life, we will. Thank you very much.
Is there any more?
I'm not sure. Looking for something.
So there might be some more speeches, we're just going to find out. I'm not sure where the guy's gone. I think he's gone to ask somebody, but see if I can find him. Oh, he's gone back. Let me just go and find out. Is there any more? One more. When's he coming up? Right, so just to let people know there is going to be one more speech. I'm going to stick around for that. So it looks like people are making their way away now. And just looking up there, there's still the counter protest. I do know who's coming on. I've been pointed in the right direction, but I can't see him at the moment. I'll find him. You alright? Are you going on to do a speech?
I'm going to say a few words, yeah.
No, I just want to hear what you have to say. I was saying before you're going on, then I can be ready for you. How long will you be, you think? About 10 minutes. Okay, so in about 10 minutes, there's another gentleman coming on. He's going to give his speech. So in the meantime, just have a wander up here, see what the counter protests are doing. I'll be back for that speech. So it looks like they're still here. I can see all the flags, the counter protest. Can I go between you? Can I go between you? Like you. They let me go between them. I think they heard me. I think you heard me as well. If I get down low enough, can I go between your legs? Can I go underneath? Can I pass the camera through? Cheers. Well, it's good to see there's an interesting debate going on there amongst religion. Got a debate going on amongst religion. Quite healthy, isn't it? Are you religious? No comment. I just asked a policeman if he was religious.
It's no disconnection between what's happening in Palestine, the genocide in Palestine, and the support from abject for that genocide from the far right. Who would have believed that any fascist organisation could have a leader like Tommy Robinson, who's welcomed at the Knesset?
So let's just hear what they're saying on this side now.
And that shows you the connection
And there's a balanced
between the far right
view of what's going on.
And the powerful in the world. This is not a Jewish conspiracy, let's make that clear. It's not a Jewish conspiracy. It's a conspiracy of the rich with which Zionism suits their project at this moment in time. But it's not just in America, it's in France, it's in Italy, it's in Germany. Who would believe that at a time like now, a Nazi party could get 30% in the home of the Holocaust? That's what's happening in Europe today. So that's a backdrop
Can I take a leaflet? Thank you.
to what's happening.
Cheers.
So the fascists are at the gate.
Refugees are not to blame.
Could be
Hello.
the next government. And you only have to look what Trump is doing with ICE in America. The war on black and Hispanic communities that are taking place in America, unleashing the police and right-wing militias, the Proud Boys, the American fascists in large numbers have been recruited to ICE. They're like the stormtroopers in Germany in the 1930s. And if reform comes to power, that is what they will do here. We've had the warning from history. We've seen 100,000 Tommy Robinson supporters on the streets of London. But since then, we've outnumbered them in Newcastle. 5,000 of us in Newcastle versus a few hundred of them. 3,000 of us in Leeds last week with 10 of them. 500 in places like Colchester, 750 in Bristol. We are turning out the numbers. We've been outnumbered in Wakefield up until today, but we've turned it today. We've turned out more of them today, and we know where they've travelled from afar to get here, from all over Yorkshire and pretty much all over the country to be here today. And we've got a demonstration mainly from Wakefield and from West Yorkshire. So we can do it. We can do it, brothers and sisters, siblings. We can do it. But we've got to increase our numbers. I don't know how they will feel about today. They may come back in 2 or 3 weeks' time. If they come back in 2 or 3 weeks' time, we can't be stood here with 300. We've got to be here with 500 to 1,000. If we come back in next time we go to Cedar Court, we've got to have bigger numbers supporting our demonstrations up at Cedar Court. I know from talking to people that some people of colour have decided not to come into town today because they're on the streets. We can't allow that to happen. As Yubi said, Wakefield is a multicultural, welcoming city where we enjoy it and we stand side by side in this city. So we've got to make sure that every that time they come, we have the larger numbers, we have the greater unity. We've got the trade unions here, the churches here, the mosques here, the women's groups here. We want the whole of civil society here on our side, because you want to live in a civil society, you've got to unite civil society. So go back to your workplaces, go back to your colleges, go back to your mosques, your churches, your community groups. Tell them what a fantastic day we had today, how much they missed out on a great day, and welcome them back next time. And we will drive them back. History is on our side. We are on the right side of history. We're here to build a better world where there isn't genocide in Palestine, where there isn't homelessness on the streets, and where there isn't racism and division. And to get to the kind of society that we want to get to, we have to end racism and division. It's our greatest enemy. Division is our greatest enemy. We have to build unity. Thank you very much.
Well, that's what they have to say on this side. So you've got the left wing, the right wing of a bird.
Just a few thank yous. Days like this don't happen without people working really bloody hard in the background, encouraging people and supporting people getting here. So can we have a big round of applause for the team that have brought you here? Whoever's asked you, clap your hands for them. So Andy and the stewards and everybody else in the background that has supported.
So the speech is going to take place in 10 minutes, they said. I think I've been about 5 minutes now, so just going to go back to the other side. I've got to say, it's unusual. We'll keep the camera that way. I'll walk with you, then it's pointing on you.
What's unusual?
It's unusual not to get flags flown in my face. It happens all the time usually, but today's been a good day. And it doesn't normally happen on the right, but usually on the left. Now I look at it like this. There's a bird, there's a left wing, there's a right way. The bird don't go anywhere unless the left and right control each other to direct the bird.
Right. Okay.
I don't know, am I drunk?
Everyone's been fairly friendly and having a time putting their point across, aren't they?
Yeah. Anyway, nice to chat with you.
Yeah, no worries.
So there we have an inspector, just having a brief chat, talking about the bird. You've got the left wing, you've got the right wing. If the left wing and the right wing are not going the same way, then the bird doesn't go anywhere. So the bird can't fly, should we say. Let's see if this speech is going to take place now. It might be the final one. I think it's just about to take place. Yeah, here we go.
Over to Colin, that's going to say a few words.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Wakefield Cathedral here. It's absolutely been a fantastic atmosphere. You've all been brilliant. The march, everybody that's stood here, we know why we're here. We're sick of it. We've had enough of it. The people now will be the power. We have to be the power. We have to be strong. Everything's going wrong with your government, with everything, and we're sick of it. Remember, it started. I met a few people a few weeks ago at Ulton. I'm from Ulton, and we had migrants there for 4 years in our hotel. They were going around the streets. We've had things going missing, houses broken into. Again, our women weren't safe to go out at night. Our kids were getting approached by, you know, these people, these immigrants that are just allowed to walk freely to shops, to co-op, just like me and you. You go in co-op and they stood behind you. Half the time to walk out. Now there's a shop at Cedar Court down there on Denverdale. There's a shop there, and he is absolutely terrified, and so are the people around there. And a lot of us are all from the Cedar Court protest. We've met people down there that are scared, they can't go out, and this is the problem. We need to stop this, and it has to be stopped. Your government, they're not going to help you. They're just working against you, everything. You're watching your telly, everything you see on the TV is a load of bull. It's a load of bull. Anybody who's on TV is a paid actor. Remember that. When you're watching your news in your BBC, it's the worst news you could ever get. It's all lies. Everything is lies. And they're all paid by the top members. They go back as far. Before the war and everything, just remember, the Zionists. And that's all I'm going to say about that. But now let's see the court. We will be there, or some of us will be there back next Saturday. And you're doing a great job down there, absolutely fantastic. Unfortunately, I'm away tomorrow, but I'll be back in 3 weeks to back with you guys and your support. The failing is everywhere. Your council, you know the failing. We've got no NHS. That's absolutely crippled now with all these migrants coming in and draining us coming over. We can't even get a doctor's appointment now. You're looking at 3 weeks for the doctor's appointment. Why? The government have told your surgeons and your doctors and everything to lower 25%. 25%, right, has to be given to migrants. So this is why you can't get an appointment for 3 weeks. So they're coming over and absolutely draining us. Again, with the migrant situation, we've had like loads of statements from women, from children, from little old ladies that then go out of the house to the shops, and we have to stop it. We have to stop the migrants coming over. How do we do it? Keir Starmer said 1 in, 1 out. What a load of crap. What a load of crap. Do you know how many have gone? 263 migrants have been sent back. Do you know how many have come in this year alone? Thousands. 30,000 have come into this country illegally. So running one out is lying, totally lying. Keir Starmer can't be trusted. Keir Starmer is a wanker. What do you reckon? Can we say it? Loud! Keir Starmer's a wanker. Keir Starmer's a wanker. They're all working together. They're all working together. If you watch the news, there's all different things and they're all pissing the same pot, so to speak. And it's us that have to come out on the streets. You have to tell your friends, turn the TV off. Stop watching the shit news because it's crap. They're paid to tell you what you're listening to. They're paid. Every newscaster is paid. And this is where it stops. It has to stop, and it'll stop with you by saying no. Remember the poll tax? Remember? Some of you are old enough to remember Maggie Thatcher tried to give us the poll tax. It never happened. Why? Because we stood and we went on the streets and we stopped it. And we'll do it again. We're British, we're proud, and we want our country back. Digital ID. Digital ID. I said it last week. At Cedar Court, I told you all about digital ID. The government are trying to put it on your phones without you knowing. Okay, so if you've got a smartphone, please check it. Go into your apps, in your settings, and check that they've not tried putting gov.id on your phone. Go to ID, we're bollocks, you're slaves. Everything will be tracked. Don't let them fool you that it's good for you. It'll stop the migration. I've got an NHS card. I've got a national insurance number. I'm an HGV driver, I've got a driving licence. I've got a passport, British, and it's expensive. 10 years now. What more do they want? They're lying to us. Now they're going to say if you don't get a digital ID, you can't work. I'll tell you what, let's shut the country down there. Let's shut it down. Let's go to work. As long as the communities and you think about this, please stay with your community. You have to protect your community and your people because the people are the power. We're not racist, black, yellow, or Christians. They want to get rid of Christianity. It ain't happening. Britain, we are loud, we are proud, and we're standing firm. So thank you everybody for who's come down today. It's been brilliant. I've loved it. You lot have been fantastic. We're not racist, we're not thugs, we're not scum like them lot want to tell you we are. If anybody has got a problem, it's them. They don't want to unite, they don't want to come with us and stand with us. When it all goes tits up, where will they be? Yeah? Like the marches said. And we come down here singing it. If you're born with a willy, you're a man. If you're born with a willy, you're a man. Yes. Thank you. Another one we sang. Never trust a lefty with your kids. Think about it. And don't trust him with your flag. Thanks guys, you've been absolutely fantastic. We're going to have a bit of music and we will start again. We'll have another march and at Cedar Court. Back again next Saturday, please. Tell all your friends, get some support. It's peaceful. The police will tell you they've had no bother with us whatsoever. We turn our backs on them. They don't want to be with us, so we turn our backs on the left, and we will continue to turn our backs on the left. Thank you.
Right, for everybody, I think that's the end of the speeches now. I'm just going to move further away and I can just give you an update. We'll leave the music on in the background as well. In fact, we'll just walk around the crowd, shall we? That music.
Oh, gather round and lend me your ear. This is the tale of two years, known across the land as the Grey Horror, a soulless little man who betrayed the farmer. He stands at the podium talking shite. No backbone, no fire, just an embarrassing sight. A puppet for donors that pull on his string. Can't answer a question, can't deliver anything. Keir Starmer's a wanker. Keir Starmer's a wank, wank, wank. Keir Starmer's a wanker. A wanker. idol lining his nest. A two-faced liar, no better than the rest. A man with no passion, a puppet, a blank. Now let's be honest, the guy's just a wank. Keir Starmer's a wanker. Keir Starmer's a wank, wank, wank. Keir Starmer's a wanker. A liar, a coward, a wank, wank, wank. A knight of the realm, he's a bloody disgrace. A deceitful fraud who would lie to your face. He'd hand back our freedom, betray what we won, to crawl back to Brussels, the toolmaker's son. So raise up your glasses, let's make it clear. We've all had enough of two-tier Keir. He promised us plenty, delivered us nought. So shout it together, we want him out. Keir Starmer's a wanker. Wank, wank, wank. Keir Starmer's a wanker. Wank, wank, wank. Keir Starmer's a wanker. Wank, wank, wank. Keir Starmer's a wanker. Wank, 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 wank.
Okay, everybody, I'm just going to give you all an update now before I end this live stream. Just bear with me. Just going to get where it's a bit quieter. Anybody who doesn't subscribe to BANAMAN, you might want to do that, because there's some house evictions where the police get it all wrong, should we say. Tonight at 5 p.m. on BANAMAN, just look on YouTube, and yeah, 5 p.m, that's a great example of where the police turn up and they are out of their depth. They try to repossess a man's house and a lady's house, but did they get it? Well, you'll have to watch it and see, won't you? 5 p.m. I had to pull it down 3 days ago. It went up and it got quite a bit of a share. So it's back up again, and it's the full context. And if you've got nothing to do tonight, it's a Saturday night, yes, it's worth watching. It's 1 hour and 15 minutes of interest on what's going on in society, what people have to go through, what people endure, what the police do, what they get right, what they get wrong, what the bailiffs do, because the bailiffs turned up and the locksmith turned up and several police officers turned up, and they built up the police forces, yeah, as they were, when I say police forces, the police officers. It started out with 2, then it started with 3, then it got on to 4, 5, and then the sergeant turned up like a bat out of hell, shall we say. It's all on camera. Tune in from 5 p.m. on BANAMAN. It's coming live. Well, I'm not going to say it's coming live. It's ready for viewing at 5 p.m. tonight. So I'm going to leave you all with this view, and I'm going to end the live stream, and thank you for tuning in. I'm heading off now back to the West Coast, and yeah, I look forward to seeing you on the next one, perhaps. I do believe there's one happening on the West Coast as well soon, in Southport, I believe. Something similar to today. I have been informed that it might get a little bit, should I say, heated, but I won't say too much more. So one of these is happening in Southport, I believe, next week. It could be Sunday, and I think it's only fair that I get a news gathering of it, see what happens. I'll try and get both sides like I did today. And big respect to you as well, and big respect to everybody tuning in. So I'm going to end this live stream now. Thank you once again. I'm going to leave you from Wakefield. As you can see on the left, this is where I am today. Sha la 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 la.